Welcome back, State of Decay 2 survivors. This is Grex's Prime coming at you with a new style of video called the Prime Seal of Approval for weapons from Fearsome Pack. And this is basically going to be a new style of video that I'm making. I don't know if I'm going to continue this series. It all depends on how well it's received by you guys, the community. If this video gets good reception and good traction, and I get some good comments and some good conversation out of this video, then it's going to inspire me to make more of these particular styles of video. But this particular video was inspired by a subscriber. As I said in the past, guys, I take your comments very seriously. When you guys leave suggestions or ideas, I take them to heart. This one was left by Vodka. He wanted me to break down the fearsome pack and what weapons I thought within the pack itself were worth having. I will not be using a ranking system in this video, and I'm not going to match these weapons up against any other weapons in State of Decay except what's in the pack itself. What I'm trying to portray in this video is which one of these weapons is actually worth having versus a weapon that, unless you want to collect it, it doesn't hold that much value. Now, as you guys notice, most of these weapons in these packs are what I call mid-tier. So you have like high-tier weapons, mid-tier weapons, and low-tier weapons. I would consider most of these weapons in this pack to be at least mid-tier or almost, high tier. There's two of them in here that are pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the video itself, and we're gonna talk about melee weapons first. So we're going to start talking about melee weapons. Now, the way I've ranked these weapons are in the rank of the value of the weapon. So we're going to start talking about the slasher machete. This is a bladed weapon in State of Decay 2. It is not the best, nor is it the worst. The lethality is kind of like halfway. Dismemberment is really high on this weapon, but the impact is not that great. But most swords are not. Max durability is at half, which is kind of meh. And the ease of use is not that bad. So overall, like, if I was to rate this weapon, it's far from the worst sword in the game, and it's far from the best sword in the game. So it's kind of like somewhere in the middle. Like I said, most of these weapons are gonna be like that. They're gonna be mid-tier weapons. And right now, the queen is going off with the machete just to show you guys how it looks, how it plays in action. The next weapon on the list is gonna be a close quarter combat weapon called El Señor Pokey. And this Senor Poke has no stats because it's a close quarter combat weapon. They're all the same. They all do the same. And there's going to be some footage of me using El Senor Poke. One great thing about close quarter combat weapons is the quick executions, and they don't use up a lot of stamina. So also, close quarter combat weapons do not take a durability penalty, so you never have to worry about fixing them. The next weapon on the list is going to be the barbed wire bat. Now, this barbed wire bat is kind of like average across the board. Its ease of use is pretty good, and durability is great. The impact is so-so, and the knockdown value is not that good compared to, let's say, the metal bat, or let's just say the Danforth slugger. But I'm not comparing weapons from other parts. But if I was to choose a weapon from this particular pack, this is not going to be it. None of these weapons right now are going to be it, except for this next one that's coming up, which I think has a lot of potential value due to the way I play. And I require bats to have high knockdown value, and this one does not. So now we're going to talk about the new weapon that was brought up under labs on this particular pack. It's called the Cricket Bag. The Cricket Bag, as you guys can see, has a high knockdown value. The max durability is about 60 to 70%. And the ease of use is a little bit lower than I like it, but the fact that it has this high knockdown value to it, it actually plays part with the way I use bats. And the way I use bats is to kind of like do a little bit of CC and crowd control as I do a normal swing when I attack multiple targets. And for that, it does the job well. So, and the value, the influence value on this thing is only 150 influence. So it's really, really cheap to get. It's not like the Negan bat, as I like to call it, the barbed wire bat. That's what it was inspired by. Although it looks cool as heck, it's very expensive. They want 700 influence for it. So early in game, if you don't have a real good blunt weapon and you want one, I highly recommend you get this one. This is what I call the Prime Seal of Approval for sure. On to my favorite part of State of Decay, the range weapons, the boom boom stick, and we're gonna start with a classic 1911 long slide inspired by the original Terminator movie. Get down, yow! And this is a picture right here of a missed opportunity, as I like to call it. As you guys know, the long slide of 1911 has a laser scope, an old school laser scope that does not work. And because of that, I think Under Labs missed an opportunity here to put an actual attachment on a weapon where we don't have in State of Decay whatsoever. We don't have any kind of lasers in the game, and this would have been a perfect opportunity, I think, to slide in a new weapon, something unique that we didn't never had, and would actually give us a reason to get this weapon. This is no different than any other 1911 that you can get in the game, except it has that weird, looking scope laser thing on it. And for aesthetic purposes, I guess it's okay. For practicality purpose, like I said, it's not really worth the influence to get it unless you're a collector. On to the next weapon, range weapon on the list. This is the Spaz 12. It is a shotgun, and like all shotguns in the game, they're all pretty generally okay, except I ran into something in this game that I was not entirely sure what was going on with this particular shotgun. Now I've messed with the new shotguns in the game, and this one seemed to, I don't know, as you guys can see in the footage here, it didn't seem to have the same spread pattern and the same lethality as all the other shotguns, and even the new shotguns that we got from the previous pack. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the Spaz 12. Look at this. I was missing like really easy shots with this thing, and it just didn't seem to have the same punch. But the worst thing about this thing is the reload speed on it, as most shotguns are. And I don't, I'm not a fan of it. It's okay. It'll get the job done. It's good to kill pharaohs, but that's about it. Is it worth it? None under my account. On to the last weapon on this list, the Uzi 9mm from Terminator. Now this weapon, at first glance, you would say, why are you choosing this weapon prime in this pack? Why you're telling me that this Uzi 9mm is your choice of weapons? Well, number one, the cost of this weapon is only 300 influence, guys. If you have been playing, let's say, Nightmare Zone or this new difficulty that's coming out in the future, as you guys know, it's going to be more difficult to find particular weapons. And let's say you haven't found a decent assault rifle. This is available through the bounty broker. If you've completed the bounties before or haven't completed, doesn't matter. You can get a 33 round assault rifle that actually has 9mm bullets in it. And with an advanced break, if you can find one, or a break of any kind, you can reduce the sway to this thing to almost nil. As you guys can see there, I can hold the reticle right on target even after I shoot it. So you don't have to fight this weapon much. You can shoot it on the run. It's very stable. It has decent durability, and the punch it can pack with a break on any particular heart. It only takes anywhere between I want to say 37, 38 total rounds or so to kill a plague heart in Nightmare Zone. I don't know about the new, Lethal Zone, but I can tell you that it does pretty good work. And having 33 rounds and being able to aim it really well, it's a very, very capable weapon. In capable hands, I would say it is the weapon of choice for me in this particular Fearsome footage pack. And you guys see me using the machete here, and it's not the prime, seal of approval weapon, but I am doing something called here kiting. And what I'm doing here is just, nullifying the zombie so I can go in here and finish off the plague heart. And I'm going to show you guys how quickly the 9mm Uzi get down can do it. Like I already shot, I believe it was like somewhere like 12 rounds, and I finished it off. As you guys saw, I still had like 7 rounds left. So it's not a bad weapon, guys. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think of this particular video. Don't forget to drop a comment and let me know what is your favorite weapon of the Fearsome footage pack. That's all I have for now, guys. You guys have a great day and night. Light, love, and peace. Congrexes. Checking out.